Okay, let's call the meeting to order. This is the regular board meeting for Eastern Illinois Area Special Education, the Executive Board meeting for Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. Call the meeting to order. Members present. Roll call. Carla?
Tom Mulligan.
Here.
Todd Velardo.
Here.
Todd Butler.
Here.
Harry Jackson.
Here.
Kevin Ross.
Here.
Danette Young.
Here.
Eric Van Holden.
Here.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see that on here. Okay, we didn't have anyone submit comments to us prior to the meeting. The next agenda item is our minutes from the March 9th Executive Board meeting. I've sent those out to everyone. Hopefully everyone's had a chance to review those. Anyone have any questions or comments, or need to make actually, sorry, that's a part of the consent agenda. I've got the minutes and the financial statements. So Rachel, anything that you want to add on the monthly financial statements?
In the March, we're a balance of about $3.8 million. So we're within $700,000 of last year where we were in March. So I feel like we're on track.
Sure.
It is time for, I just wanted to say that it's time for the third quarter IDEA expense reports. They are due on the 20th of this month. Even if you've submitted a expense report within the quarter, you still need to submit this one. Now they require them every quarter, even if you do intermittent ones in between. So I just wanted to send that reminder out, and also that those reports are cumulative, so you need to make sure that the amounts that are being reported are the cumulative for the year total expenses sent out. Okay. Other than that.
And I'll send out a reminder to everybody about the IDEA expense reports. We'll also be getting the third quarter bills sent out in the next couple of weeks. We've got to try to get as much of our data in as we can from our therapists, practitioners, etc., so that we can get that generated for everybody. And then, in addition, on our consent agenda, we also had 4 resignations: Candy Spencer, Teacher 8 at Life Academy; Emily Howe, Teacher at Life Academy; Cody Davis, Teacher 8 at Life Academy; and Lori Herring, Teacher at Kansas TLC. Kent Stouter has joined us.
Okay,
So,
wonderful.
do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, or are there any questions?
So
or
moved.
discussion?
Tom Mulligan moves to approve the consent agenda.
Second, Marshall.
Second with Kevin Ross.
Okay.
Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla?
Kent Stouter.
Yes.
Kevin Ross.
Yes.
Harry Jackson.
Yes.
Todd Velardo.
Yes.
Tom Mulligan.
Yes.
Danette Young.
Yes.
Todd Butler.
Yes.
Eric Van Holden.
Yes.
Okay. Our next agenda item is a draft school calendar for next year. So far, what we have is what we call our calendar M. This is the one that we submit to the ROE or ISB for our official school calendar. This is what Kansas TLC, Humboldt TLC, and Life Academy will follow, and largely our deaf and hard of hearing program as well. We're waiting to get Effingham's official calendar for next year, and then we can get our calendar for Fresh Start TLC developed as well. This has us starting back on August 9th and ending on May 24th. My recommendation that the Executive Board move to adopt the proposed school calendar for FY22. I have a motion to that effect.
I will make the motion to approve.
Harry Jackson.
Second, Tom Mulligan.
Okay. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla.
Kevin Ross,
Yes.
Eric Van Holven,
Yes.
Kent Stouter,
Yes.
Todd Velardo,
Yes.
Todd Butler,
Yes.
Tom Mulligan,
Yes.
Terry Jackson,
Yes.
Annette Young.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. The next agenda item on the overall agenda is I did put in a closed session for consideration of appointment, employment, compensation of specific employees. This is for the agenda item number 7, administrative compensation for FY22. I sent the recommendations to the board in this link here. Hopefully everyone's had a chance to review that. I put in a closed session on there in case anyone wanted to go into closed session to discuss the recommendations as I've sent them. Or if folks felt like they were ready to discuss the recommendations as presented, then you could just go on to agenda item number 7. That's not. Do we need to go into closed session or?
Not here.
Okay. The recommendations that I've sent here on a Google Sheet, hopefully everyone's had a chance to review that. This covers all of our administrative staff as well as our salaried TRS employees and our salaried IMRF administrative employees, as well as our hourly confidential employees, our secretaries and business office folks that are not covered under the collective bargaining agreement. Just as a comparison here, the collective bargaining agreement has a total comp, including insurance, increase of 4.5% on average over the 5-year term of that contract. What I'm recommending is a 3% total salary or wage increase, and that shows here what that is with health insurance here on this section right here on column Q. Because the associate directors and principals are recommending that they get the same percentage increase of board share of TRS contribution that teachers are getting under the collective bargaining agreement. So this year they're going from a 1% board contribution that they get in FY21. The next year it'll be a 3% contribution. So that's a 2% increase there. What we're recommending down here is basically a 1% increase on base salary, combining that with the additional 2% that they're getting on the board share TRS contribution. They're getting an overall total comp increase of 3.08%. And this is the similar type of structure that we did last year, where the principals and the associate directors were compensated a little bit differently than everybody else because of the additional amount on the board share for TRS that they're getting as well. So basically, this is the financial structure that I'm recommending for next year. Any questions or discussion?
I think it's very clear. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. Yeah, if there are no questions, I'm recommending that the board establish administrative wages and contracts for confidential employees' wages as recommended and presented here.
I move to make that motion, Tom Mulligan.
I'll second.
Second by Kent Stouter. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla.
Kent Stouter,
Yes.
Eric Van Holven,
Yes.
Todd Butler,
Yes.
Todd Velardo,
Yes.
Terry Jackson,
Yes.
Kevin Ross,
Yes.
Tom Mulligan,
Yes.
Annette Young.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. That is all that we have for on our board agenda. Is there anything else that anyone would like to needs to discuss? Or and I think is are folks happy to continue to meet online like this as long as it's allowed state, or were you wanting to at some point go back to in-person meetings? Any thoughts on that?
I think for now it's good.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Todd Velardo moves to adjourn.
Okay.
Todd Butler, second.
Todd Butler, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Any opposed, same sign. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Great day.